Hey guys, if you are giving interview for analytic role, so you'll be asked to find new and repeat customer for a given dataset. So in this video, I'm going to take an example and solve it for you. So please keep watching this video till end and clear your concepts.
SQL query to find the new and repeat customer who transacted in month of October. So definition of new is transacted for first time in October. Repeater would have already transacted before October, right? Definitely they have transacted in October, but if they have transacted before October as well, they will be counted as repeat. Else the customer who have transacted for first time will be counted as new, right? This is a very interesting problem. So now I'll go to MySQL workbench and try to solve the question for you. Okay, I'll create a new worksheet. Okay, I'll zoom a bit. So from e-commerce sales, right? So I'll just do a select star so that we see all the data is available. So if I just run this, so we have all the data. Now we want, if we want to add a tag, right, against each customer, if they are new, if they are old, right? So the output will have two basically columns, customer ID and then tag, new or old, right? So to do that, we will be using, we will be first calculating their first invoice date. So there are multiple ways to solve this. Okay, if you have a very different way of solving it, please share it in the comment section. Okay, I'll be happy to look into it. So for this particular video, I'll be using first transaction date method, right? So I'll be doing I'll be creating a subquery or using a with function, right? So from e-commerce sales, and I'll select customer ID, and then I'll do a min of invoice date as first invoice date, right? And then I'll use group by 1, right? So if I just run this, right, you got what the output will be. It will just give every customer's first invoice date, right? So I'll just run this. So we got the first invoice date for each customer ID. Now I'll be using this as a CT. So with CT as, so this became a subquery for me. Now I'll take the master table, so e-commerce sales, right, which contains all the data, and I will give an alias because the name has become little longer. So I'll give this as e sales, right, and I'll join it with our CT, okay, as on e sales we have customer ID equal to CTE dot customer ID. So before giving you the final output, right, so if I just show you how this will look like, e-sales dot star comma CTE dot, so this is not the final output, I'm just showing you how the output will look like, right? So if I just run this, so it will print first invoice date against all the data that we had, right? So to give you the final query, right, how the final query will look like, I'll just select e-sales dot customer ID, comma. So I'll be using a case when, right? So again, case when, if you are not comfortable with the logic behind case when and how it is written, please go through some tutorial. It is pretty straightforward, right? So case when, month of your first invoice date, right? So that is CT dot first invoice date is equal to 10, right? So basically this is the first month of first invoice date, right? First invoice date is 10, then this is new, right? Else repeat. You got the logic, right? So this is the output. So if month of first invoice date is 10, so that means the customer has made first transaction in month of October, so that's when new, else repeat, end. This is how case is. So I'll just introduce a tag, right? So all the customers, and you can use a group by, and we can use 1, 2, right? In MySQL 1, 2 works. If it doesn't work, so you can use the entire output in select, right? So if I just run this, so it gave me output of customer ID and tag, right? So, and if you want to for example, I am just giving another question for you to solve, right? So you can find how many customers are there in new, how many customers are there in repeat, or what is the total sale value that has been made by new and repeat customer, right? Please try to solve this and share your queries in the comment section.